Hi there, Mouseketeers! Princess Minnie or Kate here. If you're a returning friend, then welcome back. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And I'm super excited to share. I know it's only one envelope, but there are so many pins chock full in this envelope. Some envelopes chock full of pins. Bear with me, friends. I'm just so excited to share so many things with you. And if you are a new friend, then welcome. I hope you love yourself some Disney pins because I have some great ones. I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked at every pin, but because it is mail, I didn't want to ruin all the surprise for myself. But I think I have some pretty good ones here to show you, and I hope you'll stick around afterwards for future videos. For my subscriber shout out today, I have been wanting to shout this person out because they're a really nice, considerate person who leaves really fun comments, but also just to share this person's photo with you. So I'm definitely, are you ready, guys? I'm gonna be giving a shout out to Butters the Bean. And this photo, Butters the Bean, makes me laugh every single time that I read the comments. I try to imagine this face actually saying the comments, and it just brings a lot of smiles and warmth to my life, so that can never be discounted. Thank you so much for being awesome, for having such a fun photo like that. You are the real Mouseketeer for sure. Thank you so much, Butters the Bean. And I feel like you've been with me a long time too, so thanks for sticking around. Okay guys, so again, I have a lot of pin mail today, and it's actually not just from one seller or one source. I think what happened, I was going through my pin mail stack to show you guys, and I was collecting a few different packages, and I think what happened is at some point I must have condensed a few things into this one bag. And so there are like definitely multiple sellers and multiple things that I purchased in here from different places at different times. And I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to just take the pressure off myself a little bit, and I'm not going to try to tell you guys where I got any of these pins. I'm just going to show them to you, so hopefully you'll like that. But I do try in every single video to tell you guys where I get my pins from. A lot of you have thanked me for that, and also in the same breath told me that I'm responsible for destroying your wallet and your bank account, so sorry, not sorry. You know, I feel you on that. We're in this together, pin collecting friends, or friends who are thinking about pin collecting soon. So just for today, I'm gonna just not have the pressure on myself to tell you where I got these pins from. If you're interested in where I buy pins, you are always welcome to contact me down below, or just watch another video and you'll definitely get a lot of great ideas for places where to buy Disney pins. I'm going to start with a pin that I know a lot of people would be really interested in seeing because I just showed other pins from the same series of Disneyland Paris cutie couples. I showed the other day in a pin mail I got from a different seller, Ariel and Eric, as well as Aladdin Jasmine, but today I have Belle and Beast. I even love the backer cards for these Disneyland Paris pins. Let's look at how cute they are, shall we? Okay, Beast for some reason does have an extremely bulbous head. I do think that the girls in these pins have fared better because Aladdin and Eric definitely both had mullets, and Beast has kind of like he got hit in the head with a baseball, but maybe they're just trying to echo Belle's bun. I don't know. Either way, I do think they're amazing together. I love Beast in his fancy wear, although that's how you normally see Beast. I feel like you don't see him much in, like, you know, his tattered cloak or anything like that. But I'm definitely a Belle in the Gold Dress fan myself. I love how they're holding hands, and I think they're just so adorable, which is the whole point, right? So I have two pins to show you on this card. You may or may not have seen these cards floating around different Disney like pin sites. So what I can gather, the best I can understand it, is that at some point for the 30th anniversary of, I think, the Disney Store, it says celebrate the last 30 years of the Disney Store with 30 limited release pins. So what they did is they had these backer cards, and they would have a pin representing different Disney films. So this one had Mulan, Toy Story 2, and then there was also a Hercules pin on here as well, but I purchased this set and I gifted the Hercules one to a friend. And I actually just cut it clean off so I could send it to her on the backer as well. And I decided to keep one of these for my own collection, and the other would probably be a trader for me because I like the film franchise, but not so much the specific character. And so because they did release 30 of these pins, but 3 per card, so there are 10 of these, 3-pack, imagine one being right here, 10 of these floating around. I've seen them on eBay, I've seen them on Facebook for sale as well. So the Mulan one is definitely one I had to show you guys so I could include her on my upcoming Disney Princess pin board. I love the glitter in the background, and I love the scene of her slicing off her hair, especially because you often see Mulan, in this outfit. You often see her, well, less so, but you do see her in her warrior look. But this is really the moment where one becomes the other, and so I thought that was really beautiful and very neat. And then here, Toy Story 2. It is my least favorite of the Toy Stories. Although I do want to give it another chance. I love Bullseye, and he'd probably be the only reason I'd consider keeping this pin. I don't like Jessie. She's my least favorite Toy Story character of all time, except for the Prospector, and they came from the same movie, which is why I'm not that into Toy Story 2. So definitely one keeper pin for me, one that I gifted away, and one that I'm just not sure about. It would look really cute on board, but I might put it on trader board and see if I get anything better, and if not, like any better offers, then maybe I will keep her. We'll have to see. But if she didn't have Bullseye, it'd be a definite trade for me. I have 2 pins here that are from a 4-pin set, and I did purchase the other 2 pins. I believe I have shown them to you guys already, so hopefully this, Halloween, when I put together maybe like a Halloween pin board or maybe a Nightmare Before Christmas pin board, these pins can go right on there with the other 2 I believe I've already shown. So the concept of this pin series was, so they're open edition rack pins, which means you can just buy them in the parks. They're not like mysteries or anything like that. And they are like the stretching room portraits from the Haunted Mansion, but with Nightmare Before Christmas characters. So over here you have Jack and Zero, and over here you have Lock, Shock, and Barrel. And the others were Oogie Boogie and Sally. So I believe I've already shown them because I did have to purchase them from different sellers, which was kind of annoying, but ultimately all is right with the world. And I'm really happy that I have these guys as well. Okay, so this next pin, I actually didn't know if it had arrived to me safely. And so guys, that might sound crazy, but I've been hoping that this pin was going to show up because the seller had originally had some trouble getting it to me, so I think she sent it out later. Somebody's no longer even selling Disney pins, so, that's definitely not someone to worry about telling you. But anyway, regardless, this is why you need to keep up on your pin mail. I just was like, fingers crossed, hopefully it arrived to me, right? Like, that's so insane. But I finally got my hands on my Big Head Marie pin. That's what I'm gonna call her. My Big Head Marie pin from the Disneyland Paris, series where they're doing cutesy animals. Marie was one of the first characters that Disneyland Paris came out with in this form. From their first wave, that's what I'm going to call it, they had Marie, they had Figaro, they had Todd and Copper, and so I have all of those, I believe. I'm not sure I've shown Figaro yet on the channel. And then there was also Pluto, who's really cute, but I decided to cap it. I was like, I don't need all the pins. But now Disneyland Paris has released Wave 2, again, what I'm calling it, not necessarily what they're calling it, with Cheshire Cat and some other really adorable characters. So I'm probably gonna have to get some more of these. And they keep the first initial of the character on the tag for the pet or the character, the cutie, whatever you want to call them. But whatever they're called in French. So Marie's lucky, hers is still M, but some of the other characters had different letters than we would probably be expecting in the English language. But look how cute she is. Her big eyes and her pink little ears. I used to think that I was going to be like a big Disney cat collector, and that's kind of just something I've fallen out of, to be honest. I'm not that interested anymore, but I still think this is a real cute pin. And then I have 2 more Disney rack pins to show you for anyone who's not in the know, I guess. So maybe if you're just getting into Disney pin collecting. A rack pin just means you could literally go into a Disney park, go into a gift store and gift shop and just pull it off the rack. So they're not hard to get your hands on. But these 2 are definitely, I think they're a little bit older. So you see a lot of different color backer cards in the park, so you never know which ones you can actually get at the moment, I guess, or in which specific gift shop. So here we have the Toad Taxi pin, and I thought this was really, really cute. I really like Mr. Toad. I finally got to ride Mr. Toad's Wild Adventures, or whatever it's called, the Adventures of Mr. Toad, for the first time in Disneyland this summer. And I have to say, I love the aesthetics and the concept and the lore of Mr. Toad better than I love the ride. The ride itself is fun. It's a little weird though, and it's really fast. But I do love, like, even just Mr. Toad's face. So I'd like to have a really, really teeny tiny Mr. Toad collection, or even just like for my Disneyland collection, this would be cool. I think it's pretty fun. And this is a pin I had my eye on for a while, and I finally purchased it. It says, "My happy place is with you." And Mickey and Minnie, of course, looking at what looks like Cinderella's castle to me, watching the fireworks. I have to say, I'm not that pleased with it. It has like a tiny flaw here, and I'm fairly certain I paid very little for this pin. So I might just try to purchase it again, even maybe when I'm at the parks, because that's noticeable to me, and it's probably gonna drive me nuts. And the last 3 pins that I'm going to show you guys in today's video were all pickups that I got last year from the 2018 pin releases. These, I collected almost all 3 of these sets. I did finish collecting the Lunchtime Tales series, which is with the lunch boxes, which I love. I haven't shown all of them on this channel. That's definitely a goal very, very soon, because I do want to show you guys that completed collection. I collected a lot of the donut shop pins, but not all of them. And then I also collected a lot of the latte pins, but again, not all of them. I was a little late to the pin game to collect, like, say, some of the January, February, March pins even for some of these series. So, like, when I decided that I loved the Lunchtime Tales and I wanted to get every single one, I went back and I purchased them. And then for the other 2, I thought, if they fall into my lap, they do. Like the latte, I would actually want to, I think the very first one was the Cheshire Cat, and I would love to get my hands on that one, but I feel like that price is really high. And the January for the donut shop was Mickey Mouse, and that's going for like $95 to $100 on eBay, which is just ludicrous. So I don't know if I'll complete either of those sets. Probably not. Maybe. I'll leave it open for possibilities. So this donut shop I happened to get for whatever month this was the Cheshire Cat, and I think he is so cute. He lends himself perfectly to a donut. I love the grin and I love the ears, and I really like the pink accents and the striped awning of the donut shop behind him. When you open up these pins, they give you this really cool donut shop inside look, with the character donut at the top, and then just some other ones in corresponding colors down below. I would definitely visit this sweet shop. Such a cutie. I recently gave a pin away I had purchased as a duplicate of this one. This one is the one I bought for myself, but I did give away this Olaf pin recently in a giveaway, and I'm really happy that I do have it for myself because I do love me some Olaf. I think he is so cute in art form, in milk art form here. I love the pattern on the teacup, and the cookie is so, so sweet. Maybe if it had been like Sven, that would have been even cuter, but I'll take a snowflake. And the last pin I have to share with you today is the Lilo and Stitch version of the Lunchtime Tales series. It is such a cute little lunchbox. I like that they're hanging out in the hammock together, and I don't remember what the inside of this looks like, so I'm excited. Oops. This one just popped right off of the backer card. Okay, this is perfection. I am obsessed with this. So you have the thermos looking like Lilo's dress. You have some pineapple rings, of course, for Hawaii, and the lei in the background. You have a sandwich like she fed to Pudge the fish because you know he controls the weather. And then you have the ice cream cone just like the tourist dropped, and Lilo likes to take tourist photos on the beach, and one time she takes a picture and the guy's ice cream falls, and that's totally what that is reminding me of. This is one of my favorite insides of this series. I love this series so much. And I actually bought 2 of them so that I would have one for trade. So maybe I'll trade this one away in the summertime when I do my next trader video, or maybe I'll even do a Lilo and Stitch themed giveaway. You never know with me, friends. You gotta be subscribed to find out what's coming. And would you believe that all those pins just happened to fit in a nice little line from this board? I tried to keep them kind of in groups of how I opened them. But so we had, you know, the Beast, Beauty and the Beast couple cutie pin from Paris. Then we also had that Marie from Paris as well. We had some park rack pins, we had the Disney Store anniversary pins, and of course we had some monthly release pins. So there's like a huge smorgasbord of Disney pins going on today. I would love to know if you have any of these pins as well. if you have your eye on getting any of these for yourself now, or just kind of what is catching your eye at the moment. Which of these pins do you like the best? Okay, so thank you so much, friends, for following along with that. I hope that those of you who are just getting into pin collecting are really trying to think about what pins you want to really focus your collections on. And then some veterans out there too. Let me know, because I was saying, I really got this Marie a long time ago. I just haven't opened her, of course. Back when I thought I was going to have like this big Disney cat collection, because I do love cats, and Disney cats are some of the best cats. But then I just kind of lost enthusiasm, I think, for a lot of that, and maybe it'll come back. I don't know. I'm still collecting Lucifer from Cinderella because I'm collecting Cinderella, and I'm still collecting a little bit of Cheshire Cat because I really have just like a weird Alice in Wonderland collection. I have some Alice, I have a lot of White Rabbit, I have a lot of Cheshire Cat. So I kind of feel like I'm just continuing with that. But then I don't know if I'm that interested in just continuing with like all the Disney cats. That feels a little maybe like overwhelming to me. So let me know if you've been collecting for a while, if you're a pin collecting veteran. Has that happened to you? And has your enthusiasm come back for that collection, or were you pretty much happy to just cut it off? Very interested in hearing from you. And those of you who are starting your pin collections, what are you thinking about collecting? I find that fascinating. Thank you so much for joining along with me today. Can't wait to connect with you in the comments down below, and I'll see you real soon.